Hi, today we'll be making some really delicious chocolate chip cookies. Now to start off, we're going to start off with 2.5 sticks of butter and just put that in your stand mixer. You could use a hand mixer also. You just put those in. And then you start mixing those a little bit. And you want to make sure it's at room temperature so it's easy to mix. Okay, so that's done. Then you want to start with your sugars. So here I have 8 ounces of regular granulated sugar and 10 ounces of light brown sugar. And make sure it's light. And you just pour those in. And you want to beat that on low speed, but you want to beat it for a good maybe 3 minutes, and then we can start adding in the eggs. Let's whip this out. Okay, once you see the sugars beginning to dissolve, then you want to start adding in your eggs. You want to crack them. We'll stop that. I want to crack them in a separate bowl. And then you want to add them in one at a time. Make sure your eggs are at room temperature as well. Once that one's mixed in, you add your next egg. So you want to mix those up until it's well incorporated. So I'm going to go about another minute, and then we'll start adding in the vanilla. Okay, you can start adding in the vanilla now. Let that mix in. Okay, so now this is the color, like a pale yellow, that you should be getting. Get everything off the spatula. Now we have 8.5 ounces of bread flour and 8.5 ounces of cake flour. And we're gonna add in 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're gonna add that a little bit at a time to our butter and sugar and eggs. And you just wanna mix until you see the flour gone. You don't want to overmix the batter. Okay, and we'll go a little bit more. Okay, and then our last bit of flour. Okay. And mix that up. As soon as you see the flour go away, that's when you want to stop beating. So right about there. And now here you want to take your bowl off so then it could be easier to mix your chocolate chips in. So right here I have 10 ounces of dark chocolate and 10 ounces of regular semi-sweet chocolate. And you just want to pour those in there a little bit at a time. And you want to hand mix this because you don't want to break your chocolate with the mixer. Just like that. For the rest of them. And you want to fold it so you could get it all the way to the bottom. So it can be evenly incorporated into your cookie dough. Why do you look so glum? Were you weeping and letting go of dreams that you know you should be keeping? Once you feel you mixed enough, then your cookie dough's ready. And you want to refrigerate this overnight, at least 24 hours before you bake them, which is the hard part because you have to wait a day. But that's okay because it's worth the wait. They're really good cookies. And that should be enough. Okay, now you want to get some plastic wrap. And you want to put it right over your dough like this. Just so it doesn't dry out or form a weird crust on the top. And you'll also want to put another one on the top just in case. Like this. And then we're done. Now you get to bake your cookies tomorrow, put it in the fridge for 24 hours, and they'll be really good. Our dough's been refrigerated for 24 hours, and now we're ready to bake them. Now I'm going to be measuring them on a scale to 3.5 ounces, but you don't really have to do that. You can make them whatever size you want. Just make sure you try to make the balls as even as possible so they cook evenly. To your ears and your fears would be drowned in my audio. You don't hear me though. Your dough right on parchment paper on a cookie sheet. Right there. And then you start making your balls. Okay, so I rolled out 6 balls. And now they're ready to be put into the oven. The oven is set to 350 degrees. Now you don't need to make them this big, you can make them whatever size you want. But if you are making them this big, you have to put them in the oven for 18 to 20 minutes. They might look underdone when you take them out, but that's how they should look. Now just pop them in the oven at 350 for 18 to 20 minutes. So I let these rest for 10 minutes. Now I'm just gonna plate them so that we can eat them later. Look how beautiful they came out. These cookies are gonna be soft and chewy on the inside and slightly crispy on the outside. Here, I'm gonna show you one. Delicious. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be making more videos of amazing recipes. If you make these cookies, let me know how they came out in the comments below. Enjoy!